Welcome back to News 3 Today. Their mission is to create innovative and intriguing music while amplifying underrepresented voices. Now in its third season, Savannah Spectra Choir is hosting its latest concert this weekend entitled The Womanhood in Me. Tegan Miller is the founding artistic director of the choir. She joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Kim, for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful. And it's that time of year when we look forward to great singing, but you have a unique group. Tell us about Spectra Choir.
Yeah, Spectra Choir is a feminist treble choir.
Yes.
Treble just meaning higher voices.
Okay.
And we're full of wonderful women from all over Savannah, or gender nonconforming folks who feel comfortable in a space that centers the experience of women. And we have people who are doctors and lawyers and mothers and teachers, and we kind of all come together, differences celebrated, to create something really beautiful.
How did you come up with this idea? How did this start? Tell us the origin story.
Well, it's a very long story, but
Okay.
I'll give you the cliff notes.
Okay.
This has been a lifelong dream of mine.
Okay.
And I always say that Spectra Choir is the culmination of everything that I've done in my life. I feel like it's led me to this, and it's the joy of my life. But I was really inspired by my mentor in my undergrad, Dr. Lori Hetzel at the University of Kentucky. And I sang in that women's choir there of over 100 voices. And she does the same thing that, that we do. She programs music written by women, by BIPOC composers, other composers who are pushed to the margins, and she amplifies their voices. And in doing so, it also empowers and amplifies the women in the room.
Since you started 3 years ago, the group has evolved and impacted the community in ways that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, it's grown so much over the past 3 years. I'm so proud of the community that we've built, and I'm so proud of how the women take care of each other and show up for one another. And I'm proud of how we've partnered with causes in the community as well. We partner with Safe Shelter and also with Savannah Pride Center. And you can actually see them tabling at our concert this weekend if you want to learn a little bit more about them.
Now, I read in an article that you said that when you started this, you were on the precipice of something great.
Yeah. Yes. I just felt when I moved here from New York about 4 years ago with a dream, you know, I just felt like I've always wanted to create this choir. I wanted to create it even back in New York prior to the pandemic. And I did start it for a day, literally the day before everything shut down in New York. It was kind of crazy, but I think it was kind of kismet that I didn't really start the choir in New York. Because when I moved here, I just felt like Savannah needs this. And everyone, the women I was meeting, and who ended up, some of them joining the choir, I think they needed a community. Yeah. They needed a space where they could show up exactly as they are and be not only supported but loved.
And that's what I was going to say. It's not just a choir, it's a safe space for so many people.
Yes, and that's what we try to create. We try to create safe spaces and a place where you can, like I said, differences are celebrated in our choir, and you don't have to be the best musician around. You don't have to have advanced degrees in music, although some of my singers do. And some of my singers have never sung in a choir before in their life. And it doesn't matter because they all support one another. And that's kind of the beauty of choir too. You set a bar and everyone kind of works together and raises each other up to that bar, and you just create something magical.
Now we have about 30 seconds left. Speaking of magical, we can hear the magic this coming weekend, this Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us about the event.
Yes, it's called The Womanhood in Me, and it's all about how we all come from womanhood. All of us. And if we look to the matriarchs of our past who have laid the pathway forward for us, we can know how to keep moving on, how to keep marching on, and how to listen to that inner fire to drive us forward.
All right, you can see The Womanhood in Me Saturday at 3 o'clock at Asbury Memorial Church. That's on East Henry Street. Tickets are still available. To find a link to purchase your tickets, log on to our website. That's WSAV.com/Spectra Choir. Tegan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate it.